Okay, so anyway, I have a fun little icebreaker that I wanted to talk to you for you guys to do just really fast. So, if you could be eating, because food is on my mind. I was talking about flautas and then tamales. So, if you could eat any dish right now, what would it be? So, tell us what that dish would be. Tell us where you're from, how long you've been a consultant, whatever. And then we'll go from there. So, I will unmute you, or I don't think I can. Hold on. Let me see. How do I mute everyone? Does anyone know? Let me see. Mute. Okay, well, I'm going to leave. You guys can mute yourselves if there's stuff. So, okay. So I'm just, oh, there we go. Wait. No. I don't like that view. Okay, so we'll start with Stephanie. So, Stephanie, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And what, if you could eat any dish right now, what would it be?
If I could eat anything right now, it would probably be a huge bowl of like Rocky Road ice cream.
I love that.
I am from Maine. I'm a mom. My little girl's 4. I don't know. What else do you want?
That's good. Nope, that's perfect. That's super good. Okay, so I'm going to go next. I'm just going according to how I see you in my screen. So I'm going to go next. So Kelly from El Paso, Texas. Everyone knows that pretty much. But if I could be eating anything right now, it would be sushi. Natalia's like, that's her favorite. That's what I would be eating right now. Okay, Gina. You're up. And with my glass of wine.
Georgina Campos from El Paso. 5 years as a consultant. And I think I would be eating General Tso's chicken.
I had that yesterday for lunch. I'm not a Chinese person.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, Brenda. You're up, girlfriend.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, awesome. I'm in the dark. We're always in the dark, so sorry. You can't see.
I can see you good.
Oh, how funny, because my screen shows me, like, so dark.
Oh, how funny.
Anyways, I'm from Espanola, New Mexico. If I could be eating anything right now, the first thing that came into my head was Alaskan king crab, or some kind of, like, really amazing crab. That's what I'd be having right now.
Nice. Where do you go get that in Espanola?
Nowhere.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Alaska.
No wonder you'd be eating it right now. Okay, next, hey, I'm going to come through your area in March. I'll bring you some big old Alaskan king crabs.
Yay.
Hey, we'll have to get together because I'm heading up to Taos again.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
So, okay, Carrie.
Can you hear me? I don't know how to do this. You
yes,
can?
I can hear you perfectly. Yep.
So I was going to say enchiladas with sour cream sauce on it, but since you said sushi and wine, I'm going to pick that because I'm breastfeeding and can't have either one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. I forgot you can't have sushi when you're breastfeeding. Ugh.
Nope. It's
That's
been
fun. And tell us where you're from.
I'm in Colorado and I'm almost 6 years.
Nice. And it's snowing there.
Yesterday we had 80-mile-an-hour winds, so we have no snow right now.
Saw that. Oh my gosh, I saw that. So one of my friends moved there. She retired. Michelle, do you know her? Gina, Michelle Elio?
No, I don't think
yeah, Georgina should know her. So she moved there when she retired, and she was posting about it, and I was like, dude, she goes, I thought you moved out of El Paso because I can't believe you guys got that strong of wind.
Yeah, my fence got knocked down, and 2 pieces of my siding were almost coming off. But I heard that a lot of people got it a lot worse than I did, so I guess we were kind of lucky. But
she said that a bus flipped over.
Yeah, and there were semis all over the interstate that were flipped over.
Yep. Dang. Yeah.
And the interstate was closed and everything.
Wow. Nasty. Cool. All right, Suki, you're up. Can you talk? Suki.
There's the baby.
Okay. So I just see a picture of keep calm and keep the faith. Okay, Grammy, you're up. Can you push unmute?
Grammy.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, we can hear you, kinda.
And you can't?
No, it's cutting out really, 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 really bad.
It's probably because of my internet.
Oh, I hear you perfectly. Okay, so what would you be eating and where are you from?
I am from Weatherford, Texas, which is outside of Fort Worth. I've been a Scentsy consultant just a little over a year. And if I could be eating anything, I'd be eating chips and queso because that's what I'm eating right now.
Hey. Well, fine. Oh. All right. Okay, so I am recording, so I do, so because I know I was surprised because I thought we said that more people said they were going to get on, but this is perfect for the first one. I have lots to talk to you about, but these Zooms are going to be interactive, so I want to hear from you because I'm only one person, and I would love to get ideas and get help and just learn from each other. So first of all, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was the news that we have upcoming, the world premiere. Several of you guys have registered for a world premiere. The registration is already closed. The location of where, if you're not sure of where your world premiere is, those have now been posted on the workstation for you guys to get the address and whatnot of the theater that it's going to be at. All locations will start at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it is about a 4-hour event. Now, there is no transfers of tickets. There's no walk-in since it is all consultant-led. They're not accepting any transfers or any walk-ins or anything like that. Now, if you have a guest ticket, then any guest can go because they didn't really keep tabs of what the guests' names are and whatnot. So another thing is I've been getting a lot of texts and messages and questions about the Stargaze. So the information is all posted on your workstation on the news tab. I strongly recommend you guys checking that news tab every single day. Just get in the habit of checking it. But it is still available to order through the end of January. It is no longer available on the personal websites. And that's because, if they were on the websites and they don't have a consultant, you're pushing on my chair, they don't have a consultant, then they wouldn't know that it was going to be back ordered until they wouldn't get it until May. So that's the main reason why they turned it off on our PWSs. But the shipping times of when it's going to be shipped and when you ordered it is all listed on the news tab. So they're going to be shipped, some of them now, some of them till the end of January, some at the end of February, some in April, and some in May. So it basically, if you've ordered it on January 1st, you'll get it either this month, next month, April. If you ordered it January 2nd and beyond, you're going to get it in May. So, but just keep up with the news tab on that. Also, there's some back-ordered items. The Jammy Time Scent Pack and the My Dear Watson Car Bar and the Make a Scene Warmer are all on back order. So, again, just keep up with that. I wanted to give some recognition. So I'm going to kind of change up our recognitions a little. I try to do by title, but this one's kind of hard to do. I wanted to do our tops for the year. Okay, so I have top sales. I have just a bunch of different fun things that I wanted to recognize. So our top sellers for 2016 was in first place, Debbie Sipes. She sold $19,116.14 of Scentsy. That is a lot of Scentsy. And second place, and she's on this call, is our own Georgina. She sold, hold on, I lost my screen. She sold $11,168.27 in Scentsy. And then Odie is in third place. She sold $8,727.51. And then another one on the call, Brenda, $8,052.38. And then lastly, in fifth place is my own mommy, $7,638.50. So congratulations to all of our top sellers for 2016. Great job, guys. Okay, so our top team builders for 2016, we have in first place Dora Resendez, and then in second place is Ofi Ortiz, and then tying for third place is Maria Casares, LaMonica Foxworth, Christina Stevens, and Amy Kelsey. So great job on our top team builders. Okay, and our top teams. So this is team wholesale volume. These are going to be our next directors, if I have my predictions correct. So Debbie Sipes' team, her team is Trailblazers. They together sold $53,134.60. And in second place, we had Georgina Campos' team, G-Force, and they sold $35,010.11. And then in third place, we had Amy Kelsey's team coming in at $17,885.50. So that's awesome. Congratulations to our top teams in 2016. And we had a total of 43 promotions on our team last year. So that's awesome. And I'm looking for this year to just be even bigger and better with consistency and just lots of different things going on. So I'm super excited what this year is going to bring us. So some new things that I'm trying to set for our team, and we started talking a little bit about this as people were getting on, but we're going to do several monthly trainings. We're going to have this Zoom meeting that we're doing now is always going to be on the second Tuesday of every month. Well, I shouldn't say always. There was one conflict. I think it was Valentine's Day or I don't know what. If you guys want to mute your phones or your whatever, if you look down at the bottom, you can click a mute button. That way we can take out the background noise. Okay, so anyway, I wish I knew how to mute everybody. I will figure that out.
I muted it. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just that way it's just easier. There we go. All right. So it's going to be this Zoom meeting, and then we'll have a local team meeting here in El Paso, and then we'll have a monthly Q&A. So, okay, this is how it's going to work. The first Tuesday of the month is going to be our Q&A. That's with our group. Then this second Tuesday of the month is going to be our team. Just our team Zoom. And then the third Tuesday-ish of the month is going to be our local team meeting. So I did send out an email. If you did not get the email, let me know. Make sure you guys add my email. It's connokelly@icloud.com to your contacts. So that way it doesn't go into spam. But anyway, I listed out the exact dates with the times, with all the links. So that way there's no surprises. You can plan, you can share with your teams and whatnot. Another thing that we're going to be doing consistently is, I posted it today on the team page, is we're going to be tracking parties. I used to do this and it was very successful, so we're going to get back into doing it as well. But what I want you to do is I want you to set a goal at the end of each month. So tell me about how many parties that you would like to have. And that can be Facebook parties, it could be basket parties, home parties, fundraisers, any kind of parties that you want to have that month. So I want you to set a goal, and then I want you to track them on our Facebook page. So I posted a calendar on that thread. You'll just tell me what dates you have parties, and I'm keeping track of it on a master calendar. And I will be giving prizes out. So it's going to depend on what your goal is, what you actually had. So there'll be different prizes, different months. But it's really important that you do that, not only for your own success, but for our team's success and for us to help to plan and set projections. And I also want you guys to really utilize the Facebook group. There's always just a handful of us that post in there, but I really want it to become our go-to place. If you have questions, if something that you've done is working for you, share your ideas. Share, like today I shared what I was texting to my team, and to my customers. I want us to have that just kind of, like I said, our go-to place for all kinds of stuff. But I really want to create this camaraderie again that we've had in the past. And as we grow, we shrink, because then we promote directors and then our team shrinks. And we're at a good size now where we're able to do that once again. But I want to create that culture of closeness and family and build relationships with each other. But first and foremost is to have fun. All right, so moving on to promotion. So there's lots of things to offer. I was just meeting with a customer right now who dropped off the basket party for me, and she was like, I already have people. She did a basket party in December, and she for one reason or whatever had kept the basket, so she brought it back. And so she's like, I already have people that want to order. I can't believe, why aren't people broke and they already want to order Scentsy? I'm like, well, it's kind of a busy month for us. And so long story short, I offer her the $49 join special. She's considering it. She'll either do that or host another party. But she was just shocked to see that she just did a party in December, and now here again in January, people are already wanting more stuff. So it's good business, guys. The thing is that we've got to continually be out there. Scentsy gives us all kinds of fun stuff to offer to our customers, but they're not just gonna know by osmosis. It's our job as consultants is to share these promotions, to share this, to contact our customers, and to just be out there. Get our name out there, get the word out. And you can't rely on social media. I get off on a tangent, but you can't really rely on social media alone because not everybody sees our posts. I don't understand how Facebook works, but I mean, I don't even see some of my own family's posts all the time. So it's really strange. So don't just rely, well, I posted it on Facebook and nobody's gotten back to me or nobody wants to order. It's more than just posting on social media. It's really, truly getting out there. So let's chat about the promotions that we have. We have our Bring Back Your Bar promotions. I got all my bars in, and I'm working on cutting them up into samples. So I did order the one set of the mini testers, but I went ahead and ordered the whole bundle. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of breaking them up into halves, each square into a half. So this will actually make me 16 baskets. And then what I'm doing is at the end, for all my hostesses who host a Bring Back Your Bar party, I'm letting them keep those samples. So it's just another added bonus to host a party. You can purchase the whole sampler for $105 or the mini testers for $12, but you do get PRV on the sampler packet. And also new this year, which I'm like seriously in love, is the flyers. Who got the flyers? Georgina did. I know. I dig these flyers like a lot because I get asked so many times, well, what does that one smell like? Well, I don't always remember, or I haven't smelt them. So it's got it lists exactly what the fragrances are. So I love that in this flyer. And then it also tells you, the price of how they come and the sampler pack. So these were $6, I think, for a pack of 50. So that's really awesome. Okay, Carrie, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was just gonna see if I send you my email, can you send me that email that you sent out to everybody?
Yes, please do. I will. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I really like the flyers. And then just for those of you who are not, that are newer maybe to the Bring Back Your Bars, they can be purchased in a 3-pack, a 6-pack. They can also be put with any of the other fragrances that we have available, and they can be used in combine and save packages. So let me chat with you a little bit about how to work social media. And I am not like a social media buff whatsoever, but I do know some things that work versus some other things. So there's a lot of flyers out there, but then we tend to share the same flyers, right? And then the algorithms that Facebook has, they don't like that, and they think it's spam or whatever the case may be. But not only that, but people like more personal stuff. So something that I did today was I took a picture of me with cashmere, which I don't even know where my cashmere bar is, but I took a picture of me with cashmere because that's my all-time favorite scent. And it was just a cute little picture. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, and I've got a couple of orders for cashmere. It's not going to be like making my whole month just by posting a picture. But I got more than I would have if I would have just posted a flyer or just said, hey, cashmere is available. People tend to look at it more. It's more personal. And then something else that I did was I went a step further and I texted. I've been looking today to see who's ordered certain bars in the past. I've been texting them, and I'm sending them a picture of me with that bar. Like, hey, guess what? Tingelo is back, or cherry vanilla, or whatever, right? And it's funner. It's a more personable way to get in front of your customer. So those are some ideas that I'm doing. You know what? Somebody's not muted. And you know what? It's Veronica. Can you mute yourself? Awesome. Thank you. Okay. I lost my train of thought. So anyway, that's just something that I've been doing that's really been helping, just to make it a little more personable. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to flip my screen over real quick in case you don't know how to search to see who has already ordered Bring Back Your Bar, who's ordered a bar or not. So let me go here and flip my screen share, desktop. All right, can you guys see my screen? All right, so
Yes.
you got it? All right, I'm gonna go here you go to the contacts tab of your workstation. And, no, not contacts, I'm sorry, I lied. You go to the order tab of your workstation, and you see in this little box here, it says search by item or customer name. You click on that, and then you type in, let's just say, cherry vanilla, if I could spell. Okay, so you can type in cherry vanilla. And then you click on search, and then it brings up all of the orders that you've had cherry vanilla in, right? So I can click here on view, and I can see here that Kelly Aramusby bought a bar of cherry vanilla last time. So then I'm going to be calling her and saying, hey, guess what? Did you know that cherry vanilla and my home, and maybe Wild Black, no, I don't think Wild Black Cherry is here, but is back. And so that way I provide good customer service. So actually what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to say, hey, guess what? My home and cherry vanilla are back. How many can I get you? So that's that. Who else has ideas on Bring Back Your Bars and what you can do? Hold on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen at some point. How do I do that? All right. Okay, well, anyway, so who else has ideas on what they do for Bring Back Your Bars? You can unmute yourself so you can talk if you want. Carrie, did you have another question? Huh?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. So I will put your hand down. Okay, anyone else have any ideas that they want to share on what they do with Bring Back Your Bars? Okay, dokie. We shall move on. All right. Next, so that's the Bring Back Your Bar promotion. The next promotion we have is our double half price rewards. Hostesses can potentially get up to 8 half price rewards. So that's awesome. Make sure you're sharing with your customers. Call them. Call your past hosts. Ask customers, even if they've told you no in the past. You never know. Maybe this is the right time for them to host a party. Parties don't have to be scary. They can be in a home. They can be in a restaurant. They could be at a coffee shop. They can be open house style. They can be during their lunch hour, on their break, in the break room of their office. I mean, there's so many options available for parties. They don't have to be scary whatsoever. Something that I've been doing with this is I've been sharing with my customers, they can get a diffuser for just a minimum party of $200. They can get a diffuser at half price because now they're getting 2 half price rewards when normally they'd have to have a $400 party. So that has been pretty enticing. And I've already sold 1 diffuser because of that. So you never know what's going to strike someone and make them want to host. It's all about how you market it and how you approach them as well. The next thing we have going on this month is our join special, $49 join kit. And I mean, it's a steal. You get a warmer, a bar, order forms, you get labels, you get those print your own labels that come in the kits. You get a full set of mini testers, all this consultant startup guide and all that stuff. Plus you get a pack of showcase brochures and product lists. You get samples of the laundry liquid and the clothing conditioner. So, I mean, they get everything they need to get their business off the ground. And these fall and winter scents are only going to be available for another couple months. So it's perfect. It's a perfect time to start a new year. So what I'm going to challenge you guys to do is to make a list of all the people that you want to share the joint opportunity with. Maybe it's past hostesses. Maybe it's customers that buy a lot of product from you. I mean, you have to think, yes, I might lose them as a customer, but in the long run, if you think about building your team, it's going to pay off tenfold, I promise you. Think about as you're on social media or you're on Instagram, if you see people that are struggling, or maybe they're unhappy, maybe they're lost, maybe they are looking for something to do, something to get them out of the house, maybe they need extra money. There's a lot of things that people want to join for. It's not just because they need money, and there's a lot of other reasons. So I want you to make your list. Another thing I'm going to challenge you to do is make a live video. So about an hour ago, I did a live video on my personal page about joining and just different random Scentsy stuff, because I haven't gone live in a few weeks since it's been holidays and hectic and whatnot. But going live, Facebook promotes live videos. When people go live, it shows up in my news feed right away. It gets pushed to the top of the news feed, and it's good promotion. And people like to see you just raw. I don't have anything scripted. My daughter likes to be in the videos with me. They're kind of fun, and you just build an audience that way. And that's a great way for you to show the business opportunity. Another thing that you can do that I'm going to challenge you to do is make an opportunity packet. So for those of you who have never made an opportunity packet before, what I would suggest is if they have these are the older ones. They have some newer ones, but I'm using my older ones until I get rid of them all. This is just a small little folder. Inside it has my business card, and I have these fun little stickers that I got at the booster. That just say, what would you do with an extra $1,000? It just kind of makes it a little funner. But I include a sample on there. I include this information. This is a little join brochure you can get in the Scentsy Family Store, just about becoming a Scentsy consultant and what comes in the kit and whatnot. I also include on a little piece of paper is my story, because I want to make it personal. I just don't want it to be like, well, here's a packet of just general information. I want to make it personal. I normally include a flyer for the warmer of the month, although I didn't this time because, that warmer is kind of super back ordered and I didn't want to put it in this, but I am including the Bring Back Your Bar flyers. And I've also included the product lists folded out the cute way that we learned how to fold them. And then I also have, I call it a think about it packet. You can call it an opportunity packet, a think about it packet, doesn't matter. But this is all just about, thinking about the joining opportunity, top 10 reasons to join. And all this stuff, guys, I've posted already on the Team Glows on the files section. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll be happy to email it to you. And then I also include a diffuser flyer. So this is what I include in my think about it packet, my opportunity packet, however you want to call it. But I've made 10 of these, and I have, my goal is to pass them out before the 15th of the month, and then make 10 more and then pass those out. So set your goals. I'm not here to set goals for you because we all have different businesses and different lives, but what I am here to do is help you to reach whatever goal it is that you want to reach. So you guys let me know what it is that you want out of your business, and if you want to grow your team, if you don't want to grow your team, if you need help with opportunity packets, whatever it is that you need, I'm here to help you with that. But set a goal for yourself and then make that goal happen. Tell your upline, tell your spouse what your goals are, and let's help to achieve those. I also wanted to show you this. When I had run out of these folders, I had made these. They are just in like little manila folders, so it doesn't have to be in a cute little folder. It can be in whatever you have. But this, I just put on the front, You Caught My Eye. This is also in the Glows page, but it just says you're getting this goodie bag because you sparkle. You have something special that caught my attention. I'm always looking for people to become a part of our Scentsy family. And anyway, just contact me, and then it has the stuff inside. So be creative with what you give, but I do think that handing out opportunity packets makes a big difference. Okay. Yes.
I also have something that I found that I can post on the Glows page if you want me to, that one of the other directors, I think, created, and it's about joining Scentsy on a budget.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And it gives them information about flipping a party, so starting as a hostess and then joining from there, about if you join after the 15th of the month. Most people, if they put what they, if they put the enrollment kit on a credit card, they'll get their commission from it before they get the credit card bill. So they were saying that was a good idea, a good way to do it, but I can post that on there as well if you want me to.
Yeah, I would absolutely love for you to do that. Though that's the kind of stuff that, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm only one person, and I get ideas and I try to pass them along, but I would love for you guys to do that as well. Flood the page with other stuff, because the more things that we have to be successful, the better. So I'd love for you to post that. So absolutely. Okay, so that's about our join special. And then the other promotion we have is that Sweetie Pie the Lamb. So adorable. We used to have the lamb, Linny the Lamb. This is like an updated version, but of Valentine's. It's really super cute. So, all right. So I just have a little bit, I just kind of wanted to go over mainly a little bit about objections, but since there's so few of us on here, why don't we just talk about what you're struggling with instead of me talking about, you know, different objections that you may encounter. Why don't we chat more about what you're struggling with? How can I help you in that? So I'm going to just open it up. Jessica, I'm going to put you on the spot. You hate me right now. What are you struggling with in your business in the new year? How can we help you to, because I know a while back you were struggling on how to get new customers. So how is that going, and is it better? Do you need ideas? What's happening?
Well, I did get some new customers, but they got discouraged because they wanted the new warmer, and it was sold out. So I tried promoting the bring back the bars, but this month hasn't been very good for me, but I'm not giving up. I'm still trying.
Yeah. And you know what, I was telling them at the beginning of the call that, and I posted it too, that warmer sold 92,000 warmers in an hour, which is more than our other most popular warmer, which was the Chasing Fireflies. It sold 100,000 in 30 days. So they weren't the only ones who wanted that warmer. And the good thing is it's still available, but yeah, it is on super back order. So, I mean, they have to wait. I have a lot of people that are willing to wait, and some that aren't. You know, it is what it is, because you have to pay for it. And then your money's tied up till May, you know, so that's kind of a hard pill to swallow. If it was me, I would not say here's $45 and I'll get my warmer in May, but people do. But there's still a ton of things. And I think, and this is nothing aimed at you, because it's at all of us and myself included, but I think that a lot of times we tend to get ourselves down because it's like, crap, I wanted that warmer, you know. And I'm going to pick on my mom a little bit too, because her and I were talking about this, and she was like, you know what, I don't remember if she stayed up late or she got up early. Mom, you can chime in if you want, but and she did not make the cutoff. I think she ordered them at like 4 or 5 in the morning, or I don't remember. She tried to stay up and got the time zones mixed up. I mean, there's all kinds of things, right, that just went into that whole situation. And it's frustrating. It's human nature that we get frustrated. But it's how we perceive it and how we spin it off to our customers that makes it better. Because when we let ourselves get discouraged for too long, whether we think it comes off to our customers or not, it really does. So there's a ton of other warmers that are super popular that the bring back your bars. Some people love them, some people don't. I mean, it's just kind of hit or miss, right? But one thing that I found in my business is the more customers we have, the easier it is to not get discouraged, because those customers that were discouraged about the Stargaze, we kind of have to put them on hold, and then we go to our other customers. So what I would love to see you focus on more this year is to building your business. So maybe trying to do an event, maybe trying to do a fundraiser, maybe try to, what are some other ways, guys, that you can get your names out there? Mom, you were raising your hand, sorry.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say that back on the Stargaze and the disappointment, I was 6 minutes from the 8 o'clock deadline. I ordered it at 8:06 Pacific time. And I got a little down, but then I thought, no, I'll be positive. And I reached out right away to the people that were ordering the Stargaze and just let them know how popular it was, and that, it was on back order, and just keeping them, I keep them updated and keep in touch with them so that they don't get too discouraged. So I think if you have a positive attitude and you portray that positive attitude, it comes across better. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. You're muting yourself. Okay. But don't get me wrong, because you know what? I got super discouraged too. I mean, it's natural. I know, Gina, you were upset, and everybody was upset. And since you did the best they could, honestly, I do not know how in the world they do their projections, but I would not want to be in that department, because I would have never thought that warmer would have sold 100,000. They even moved the warmer a whole different month because of it. So the way I look at it is that's job security for us, because people love our products. They continually make these crazy, amazing warmers. They stay up with the trends. I mean, so try to focus on a different warmer. I know there's just a lot of different things, but I think the key, not the warmer, not the scents, not the anything, but the key is going to be to just grow your customer base. But booking parties, that's a perfect way. That's how I started, is booking parties. With every party, you get to meet people that you didn't already know, and then hopefully our business is pretty simple. Orville did a talk one time about the 4 chords of our business, and it's selling booking parties. I forget what they were. Selling booking parties, sharing the opportunity, and then I forgot what the 4th one was, and repeating it. But it really is that simple. But we can only sell to certain customers so much, right? So I have some that order every 6 months. I have some that order every year. I mean, I could never rely on those to make my business work, right? But through fundraising, through parties, through events, through a whole being well-rounded, I think it's going to be the best thing for us. And I get that you're busy. Everybody's lives are busy, so it's not as easy to just say, oh, I can go do a party, right? But finding the time and just setting a goal of, maybe I want to meet 5 new customers this month, or 10 new customers this month, or I want to book 1 party and get a new recruit. Whatever it is, set your goals and stick to them. So I hope that helps you a little bit. Who else? Struggling, having objections, want to share your goals? What else? Natalia, I'll take a little break and show you. Natalia's been really creative. She's been sewing her doll clothes. She's my little crafty child today. So,
I'm having a really hard time getting the referrals. Like, when people book the parties, they say they love it. They say they had a great time, but I cannot get referrals at all.
So you're speaking about referrals or booking additional parties?
Booking additional parties.
Okay. So have you played any of the booking games at your parties?
I've tried the around Christmas time, I had the one with a couple different reindeer. I said pick one, pick a prize, and 3 or 4 people did, but nobody
Nobody.
They said they were interested, and I sent them the thing, and they said, "Oh, sure, we'll book a party," and then completely ignored me after that.
Yeah, and you sound a lot like me, that you don't want to be the pushy type that's like, you have to book a party, because I don't know if you guys have played the dice game at your parties, but I played it once and I was just so nice about it. Where if for those of you who don't know what the dice game is you have different envelopes. I think 12, I guess, because there's 12 different rolls you could do, or 11 envelopes. And then in some of them it says book a party. Some of them you win a prize, things like that. But if they play, they don't have to play. But if you play, you have to do what's in your envelope. Well, I'm not the type that's like, if you play this game, you have to you have to do what's in your envelope. And if it says book a party, you have to book a party. And some people like that. They say they're going to book a party, but then when it comes down to it, they ignore you. Well, the thing that I can say is that keep them on your back burner. Don't forget them completely, because maybe it's just that they felt pressure. Maybe it was just that the timing wasn't right, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they're intimidated by the word party. One thing that I've decided on it's helped me is I steer clear from the word party, because when I think of a party, I think of, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. It's this, it's that. I just, you can call it a sip and sniff. You can call it an open house. You can call it a gathering. I mean, you can be creative with your wording. But I think that maybe I don't know if you're doing this or not, but when you're at your parties, maybe people see like, oh, my friend had this big party and I can't do that. Make sure you're sharing that they can do Facebook parties. They can do a basket party. Maybe have a basket party there on site, so that way you can say whoever takes this basket can get an extra half price item if you take it tonight. So incent them, but have it right there, because they're excited. It's fresh on their mind. Then they get home and it's like life hits, they're busy. It's like, what was I thinking? I was so excited and I don't have time for this party. But if you have it there already, then it's good. Another thing is, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Shoot, guys. Darn it. Okay, I was going to say something else. That's what I was going to say. So enlist your hostess. So I recently had a Pampered Chef party. It was an online, a Facebook thing, and I don't host parties because I don't really have a lot of time, but I wanted Pampered Chef, and so I was like, I'm not going to pay full price for Pampered Chef, so I did this party online, and it was super easy. But the hostess was very involved with me. She she was very good at coaching, which was great because it made me feel more at home. So if you kind of let your people know, I will do all the work. All you have to do is either give me your guest list, or you doing the invites yourself. I will do everything else. I will tell you what to do. I will even help you to coach you on who to invite, because that's honestly the reason I don't host a lot of parties. Is kind of like, who am I going to invite? All my friends are either Cincy or hockey, and I don't know if they're going to come, and a lot of my friends are out of town, so I kind of feel like I don't really know who I'm going to invite. Well, I didn't think about inviting my neighbor and people from the kids' old school and things like that. So maybe that'll help you. Does anyone else have any suggestions or ideas on how she can get more parties booked at parties? If you do, chime in, interrupt me. But another thing, that if you have extra stuff like that you ordered through the that flash sale or whatever, if you have just some cheap product that you can get rid of, or if you've gotten something at half price, you could you can take pictures of it, or you can even have the product there available, and you can kind of use that to spin off to give prizes to book a party. Sometimes people just need that added little incentive. Another thing that you can do is hostess stacking. Have you ever tried that? Okay, so what that is have the hostess make a wish list of kind of the stuff that she wants. And then figure out what your average party is. So like my average home party is about $500. So then you figure out what the hostess rewards are on a $500 party, be $60 in free product and 3 items at half price. Right? 3? Yeah. And then you take boxes and have pictures of the warmers, or you can have the actual catalog or whatever. It's better if you have actual boxes that people can see, and you can say, okay, well, my hostess got 3 bars, or, you know, with a $500 party, you can get 3 bars, and you can get this and this and this, and you have the product and you're putting it on their lap, because people are very visual, right? And I'll find a YouTube video. One of the girls did it at one of the world tours, and it's really good because it's impactful, because people see what they can actually get with the product, with the hosting a party. So try something like that too. I keep losing my train of thought, but there was one more thing I was going to tell you. But back to enlisting your hostess is have them ask for booking parties, because they get an extra half price. So it's in their best interest if they get a party booked off of their party. And people are going to trust their friend more than they're going to trust Stephanie, the Scentsy consultant, you know, because they don't really know you well yet. So try that too. Okay. And then just keep following up. Don't be this pain in there, you know, this constant nag every day calling, hey, we're going to book a party, we're going to book a party. But if you give it a few weeks and then call them back again and say, hey, you know what, this month we have double half price rewards. I just wanted to share with you because you were interested in booking at a party. And I would just, you know, thought maybe it would be the right time for you now. So things like that. All right. Anything else? What else do you guys have that you're struggling with that you want to chat about? Anything. It doesn't even have to be a struggle. Anything. I'm going to take a picture of us on this little Zoom chat. Yay. Here, wait. I'm going to take a picture of us all now smiling. Yay. All right. Anything else, guys? I appreciate you all. Oh, go ahead. Yes, Carrie.
Nobody books parties with me. So I don't know, like, how to get people to do that.
So when you say nobody books, there's several reasons nobody books. It could be the area, it could be your customer base, or it could be you're not asking. What do you think it is?
I don't know, because I ask, but I've never done like a real party before. Never. And I've been doing this for 6 years almost.
Yeah.
Never done a party.
Wow. Okay, so what I would suggest is have a party at your house. Do your very own party at your house. That's a good way to get your feet wet. And that's a good way for people to see what a party's about. And again, I would do the hostess stacking. I mean, you have to do a virtual host since you are the hostess, but you can say, you know what, I'm the consultant and I'm the host. So by hosting this party, I'm going to get X amount of dollars in commission, and I'm going to get this and this for free, and it's all estimated, right? Because you don't know until everybody orders. But I would definitely do your very own party at your house. And I would, Carrie, if I were you, I would do the 100 go for the no challenge. So what that is you call 100 people. I mean, sometimes you're gonna have to find 100 people that you can call via Facebook, via friends from school, old friends from college, roommates. I mean, you got to dig deep, right? Because we all know at least 100 people. We may or may not think that. But I would go for the no, and I would just start calling and say, you know what? I've been a Scentsy consultant for 6 years, and I have never hosted a party. And I'm challenged myself this year to host to do a home party and get out there. And sometimes you have to just be honest with people and tell them your goals, because sometimes they'll do it just because they want to help you reach your goal. You never know. But
right. That helps a lot. Thank you.
That's your goal. Something else, guys, that I do at my parties that has nothing to do with bookings, but it has to do with recruiting, is I take a check. So I kind of take about the average, or if you have all the orders in, you can calculate the orders and you can tell say it's a $500 party, you can calculate a commission at 20 or 25%, and then write out a big check. I have it in my closet. I write out a big check to my hostess, and I say, you know what, if you were a consultant, it kind of goes along with the hostess flipping, but if you were a consultant, you would be earning this amount of money, and I kind of hand that to her and say, you can join now, and I'll give you all these orders, and you get your first party. So she may or may not be interested, but someone else there at the party might say, oh, wow, you earned X amount of dollars just for being here for an hour and a half and hosting this party, and you guys, we had so much fun. So you never know who you're going to impact by doing that. So that's something else I do. Anything else? Before we hang up, I'm going to put you guys all on the spot again. If I'm here, if you guys still have objections, but I want everyone to share one thing that they've done that has been successful with them, so that we can all start sharing ideas. So I'm not going to pick on you. You guys can unmute yourself and tell me as it is. It can be on anything. It could be on bring back your bars, on booking parties, on booking recruits, on social media, anything. It doesn't, whatever, as long as it returns to Sensi.
Kelly, this is Cheryl.
Hi, Mom, Grammy.
Grammy.
Cheryl.
I don't do well with interacting very well with people. And so the best thing that I did when I first joined was I had an open house at my house. I didn't call it a party. I called it a Cincy open house. And it was a come and go. And a lot of people came in. A lot of people didn't know about all the other products. They just knew about the warmers. So I had everything that I had set up with the washer whiffs and the soap and the counter clean. And I had different stations. And they could go and sample everything at the different stations. So that was what helped me kind of get over that fear of interacting with people. So I just had them come into my house and do that, and it worked out very well.
Yeah, and by having it at your house, like they're in your territory, so you automatically feel a little more comfortable than going into someone else's house, especially if, getting out of your comfort zone. So thank you. That's absolutely, that does help. Okay. Next, who wants to share something that has been successful in their business? Don't make me call you out, Jessica. Just kidding, girl. Okay, Gina, you unmuted. I see you, but you're like this. Oh, there you go. Oh, you muted again. Okay, did you have something you want to share, please?
Oh, you guys froze.
Okay, well, since you're unmuted, you get to share.
Like on me, me, I add a send circle to all the orders that go out. But it has to be the scent that's totally opposite of what they ordered.
That's right.
And then they call and say, oh, I like that scent. Order me so many bars, And of course, the monthly scent of the month, make the little samples and just see. And just send them. That works for me.
Yeah. Every month. You're super consistent. Hey, show us your book about what you have and how you have it all. Like, she has this spreadsheet, you guys. You have it there accessible. She has this super awesome spreadsheet that she takes with her everywhere. And it's like who gets the monthly flyer, who gets a sample with the monthly flyer, how she delivers it, because a lot of it is like inter-office mail. See, there it is. And it's there all the time. So she's super consistent about it. But she just has it all written down. So be intentional. I think that's my main thing for us this year. Be intentional about what you're doing. So if you find something that works, stick to it. And don't, my problem has been is like, oh, I love this idea and I love this idea and I love this idea. And I take all these ideas and then I get overwhelmed and I don't do any of them because I'm too overwhelmed. So take one idea and that you want to try and do it. And do it regularly and do it consistently. So whatever it is that you are striving for this year, if you're wanting to build your team, then that's your focus this year, and be intentional about it. And our business is really simple. We have to talk. We have to share. We have to get out. We have to be uncomfortable, and we have to be uncomfortable often. It's part of sales. And I hear people say, well, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell Scentsy. Well, I don't really sell Scentsy either. I share Scentsy. Think about the last time that you shared a product that you loved, just because you loved it, because you used it and you liked it, right? My mom and I were in Flagstaff this week, and we were at this beeswax store, and this girl was all telling me about this lip balm, and which we ended up hating. But then she also told us about like this hemp stuff, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I wasn't a big fan of the one that I used. It was like a lotion. Then my mom tried another one, and she totally sold me on it. It was not the girl in the store that sold me. It was my mom, because she was like, oh, it feels like this, and it's this. And so she was being a salesperson for someone else. So we do that often with products that we like. So now it's just products that hopefully you're selling is because you love these products, but right? So we don't have to sell, we share. We want to service people. Anyway, I get lost on my little tangents, but who else wants to share a practice that works good for them?
That works with the hand cream.
Does it? Yes.
Like,
to test it. Do you let other people share it?
Yes, you share it, and then you even tell them, oh, it's so smooth, and look the scent, and you sell.
That's Jessica's laughing because that's how you sold her on the whole Scentsy concept. Yeah, this is true. Yeah. Okay. Brenda, Carrie, Stephanie walked away, but Jessica, what do you guys want to share that's worked for you?
For me, it's not so much a tip about sales, but self-care. It's like there might be some months that you do so well and you set the bar so high, and then, say you come around like I think Jessica was saying about January not being such a great month. It's like I got a lot of sales with the Stargaze warmer, but I haven't had really any sales since then. But I've learned to tell myself that consistency is key, and it might not be a really productive month in terms of sales. Right. But if you continue to keep those relationships open with your customers, they'll come back. A lot of my customers might be totally broke because I had 2 open houses right before the holidays. So they stocked up, up on bars, they stocked up on gifts, they did a lot of shopping. So that might be why my January isn't so hot. But what I've learned, because there's, we're so busy and there's so many responsibilities. It's like I got to a point where it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't sold any Scentsy. But just not being so hard on yourself, because if you get up every day and you continue and you do something, at least one small thing each day for your business, that's enough to just keep the ball rolling and to keep going. So it's more about taking care of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And in this time of year, I don't know about you guys, but like October, November, December is just like hustle bustle with Scentsy, with everything, holidays, everything. It's just crazy. So by this time, it's like, oh, I can take a breather, And so we're not pushing as much as we are. And that's perfectly okay. That's the thing. Like Brenda said, we have to be okay with that. And as long as you're doing something every single day for your business, that's enough. That is good. And just stick to your goals and never give up. Never, ever give up. Because it's always going to be like this. But again, it's a lot of attitude. It's a lot of how we are in our business, how we are in our lives. And that makes a big difference. So thank you for sharing, Brenda. That's a very good tip. Okay. Carrie and Jessica. Steph, I don't know if you're with us, but if you hear us, let us know if you're ready to share a tip. So
I can't think of anything right now.
Okay, that's okay. Jessica?
Well, I do promote it a lot through emails, text, and on social media. And I was even surprised that I had 2 of my high school friends that live out of town that placed orders on the Bring Back My Bars.
Really?
And one of them really stocked up. But it's like Brenda said, when I first started, and Georgina, I was shocked my first sales. But then I did good after that. In December, I was even okay. And this month is just, but I'm not giving up. I'm still looking for other stuff and promoting it. And I talk to everybody at work, and I have my warmer at work, which when they pass by, they're like, oh, it smells good. And that's what I'm trying. But I'm trying to get other ideas. So I want to be like copying everything that Georgina does.
Yeah. Well, and if you're going to copy anyone, Georgina's the one you want to copy from, because she's pretty darn good about things.
Yes.
So you're definitely are getting a good one there. But let me tell you, next month, so that, like you said, you're not giving up, and that's awesome. But next month is our 10% off month. So February and August are 10% off. So that's going to be huge in itself, because everybody likes a sale, right? Especially after the holidays and February's coming up and things like that. And another something is that people aren't wanting to buy for themselves. The holidays are over. Our pocketbooks are tight, and people just in general are not willing to spend money on me, on you. I mean, if it's a gift, so we have to kind of change their mindset a little bit. So help people think. Sometimes there's some graduations going on still. So if they're great for graduation gifts, they're great for birthday gifts, they're great for office gifts. There's still gifting going on, even though it's not Christmas. Gifting goes on all year long. We have Valentine's Day coming up. So help them to take that, to flip it into, well, since he's not just for you, you can gift that also. So that might help your month. But again, it's okay to not have a good month. It's perfectly fine, as long as you're doing something every day. So perfect. Okay, so I think Steph walked away. She may have had to go tend to her daughter. And besides, it is like 10:30 there. So I'm done, unless you guys have anything else that you want to share or say before we hang up. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be on the call. And I'm hoping next month, and as we continually do this on a consistent basis, that we'll start getting more and more people here. So
When is the next meeting on here?
okay, so the next
right?
Zoom is going to be February.
Okay.
Hold that thought, girlfriend. Our next Zoom, okay, so our next Q&A, which is just questions and answers, will be on February 7th. That's with our whole group. But the next team one like this is going to be Tuesday, February 21st. Because I skipped Valentine's, because I thought, well, I didn't want some people do things. We typically don't, but so the 21st of February. Okay?
Just send me in the email, right?
Yes, ma'am, and I will send you that email after we hang up here. So anyway, I'm excited, and our team meeting will be next Tuesday here at my house. And then we will, right? Yeah, the 17th is our team meeting. So I'm excited for those again. And I guess we will chat with you guys later. Thank you guys very much, and have a good night, and have a good rest of your January. We'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.